can't believe I'm working too hard for me. I can't believe someone like you would want me.
I like cornbread. Come on, get you a piece. I like cornbread because it's bread. I can't really taste the corn. And it's good. It's good for you. It makes you feel like a bitch that's eating bread. I'm a bitch eating bread. I'm a bitch eating bread. I'm a bitch eating bread. I make that bread. Money, money. I eat that bread. Honey, honey. I like that bread. I'm gonna do a jump. I like that bread. Gets me over a hump. If you don't like watching me eat food and making pointless ass videos of me hogging down on some yummy ass deliciousness, honey, then I suggest you get up off of my page, quit sending me comments, because it ain't gonna change a thing, honey. But it will make me eat more. And not only that, honey, if you don't like the way that I cuss, if you don't like that I post pointless things, sometimes get over it, because honestly, I get sick and tired of having to always be funny. A bitch don't always want to be funny, honey. Sometimes a bitch wants to just eat in silence and film herself, because she is a diva, bitch. And if you don't like it, if you don't love it, get up off of here, girl. Ain't nobody asking you to watch this, girl. And I mean that from the bottom to the top to the middle of my foot. And I mean that, just like I said it, okay? Did you hear the way that my tongue hit the roof of my mouth? Oh, I meant that shit, bitch. So anyways, back to the regularly scheduled program. Honey, let me go grab me a bite. No, I'm not in a bad mood. And no, I'm not antisocial. I'm anti-bullshit. Okay, I'm in a great mood because I'm in the mood to not deal with anything that is stupid, that is ignorant, and that is below my standards, darling. Did you hear what I said? Okay. Girl, please, if you don't like what I post, bitch, keep scrolling. You don't gotta keep trolling. You look crazy. You look absolutely crazy, bitch. On a page that you don't even like, girl. Like somebody's sitting there forcing you to watch all of this fabulosity. Bitch, please. You couldn't even paint one nail with all the shits that I give. You couldn't even coat it, darling. Why am I filming myself talking about it? Because I'm bored. And you know what? Divas get bored. Because it's lonely at the top, bitch. So I got time to kill. Ain't nothing wrong with being petty, bitch. If I don't like what you're saying, I'm calling you the fuck out. Shut your mouth. Mama, can I ask you a question? Why do you think I'm such a bitch?
I don't know. Why are you?
Do you think I get it from the family genes?
No.
Huh?
You just born with it.
Why am I naturally such a bitch?
Beats me.
Have I always been such a bitch?
Yeah.
Even since childhood?
Yeah.
So I was a bitchy kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a bitchy old lady.
Probably.
Looks like we have a lot in common. Love you,
I
girl.
think you're worse.
Huh?
You're worse.
I'm just an old bitch.
Yeah.
You're a witch, though.
I don't care. I do not care.
Well, honey, I'm a bitch with a broom.
Looks like you're trying to ride a horsey.
I did that last night. Listen, from now on, when somebody shows me their true colors, honey, I ain't gonna try to squint my eyes to see the good in them, because if I have to squint my eyes to see the good in you, it ain't worth seeing. When you show me your true colors, if you show me a shitty green, I ain't gonna try to squint my eyes to make it a pretty green. You a shitty green-ass bitch. I ain't making no more excuses for dumb-ass, bitch-ass behavior. And I ain't taking no lame-ass excuses for dumb-ass, bitch-ass behavior. You might as well tell me your dog ate your motherfucking homework, bitch. Oh, well, I just didn't know what I was doing. You didn't know what you was doing? Well, honey, you about to learn just what you did. Because, bitch, I am done with it. Putting up with these half-ass, lame brain, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, one flew over the cuckoo's nest, kitty cat meow meow ABC 1 2 3, eating potato chips for lunch ass, no nutrients going to the brain ass, bitches.
It's hard not to be sensitive once you've let certain people into your heart and you've let them know you love them and you let them know how you feel. Sometimes the people that should have your back the most don't. And sometimes the people that know your feelings the most don't consider them. And it sucks. And sometimes good people do shitty things, you know, and they deserve a second chance, but not 90 chances. Sometimes it's just like, how many chances do I have to give you for you to show me that you give a shit? If I'm living, breathing, eating, sleeping, there are selfish fucking people out there in this world. And we all get a little selfish from time to time, but some people live in selfishness. There's a difference between being centered in yourself, centered within self, and self-centered. Know the difference. And when my feelings get hurt, sometimes I act like a bitch because I'd rather walk around and act like a bitch than be a doormat and let assholes who don't deserve my feelings know how I feel. Because once I've let you in and see the person that I am and see my heart, you don't deserve to see that anymore. So I'm going to put up a wall and be a stone cold bitch. And then after you hurt me and I act like a bitch, then you can feel better about what you did because now you just see me as a bitch. Relationships are a learning lesson. Some people deserve the keys to your heart and other people deserve to be locked the fuck out. Either way, honey, know a good locksmith. And just know it doesn't make you weak just because things hurt you. That just means you're a person and you're strong enough to feel feelings and not numb the fuck out. Sometimes I sit here and I think that I'm an awful person because things bother me, and it's like, no, that's human nature, you know? You're not weak because you feel feelings. You're not weak because things bother you. I mean, half the time these bitches are mad at me, I think they're really just mad at themselves. So yeah.
Do you ever notice friends get mad at you when you can't hang out like you used to in high school? You get a boyfriend. They tell you that you ain't the same you used to be because they still single. You get pregnant. They ask you why you don't go out to the club on the weekends. You get married. Now they'll fight like hell to be your bridesmaid. But when you're busy in a marriage, they get mad at your husband or wife for the reason that you ain't around them that much. Damn, do they want to hop in the bed in the middle between y'all like a little kid? This is a marriage, honey. Go get you a carriage, honey, with a man in the front. You have a baby. Then your friends start acting like a baby and wondering why you ain't carrying them around and burping them. The bottom line is, friends, quit getting mad at your friends. You know, I asked my grandmother, who's been married for 55 years, how many people did she hang out with? How many friends after she got married? And she said she didn't hang out with people. She was too busy raising kids, being married. Quit guilt tripping your friends. Go get you a baby bump and a husband. See how much you want to bump and grind at the club. If they always worried about what you doing and never worried about what they doing. If they asking you why you wearing what you wearing, but they keep staring. If they acting like a sour patch ass bitch, cause you just too sweet to handle. If they want to know why you got back with your ex-boyfriend, but you don't need to give an explanation cause he got that good. If they want to know when you gonna get married, you look them right in the eyes and you tell them, get a grip, grab a chip, and get over it. And while you at it, take a dip in some dip. That's my motto, honey. Let me start this message off by saying, honey, we all have days where we don't feel confident, where we might feel like, I don't like the way I look. And we get hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves before anyone else has a chance to. But you know what I say? So what if you've gained some weight? So what if you've gained a lot of weight? So what if you're trying to gain weight? So what if you're not at your goal? You'll get there. But the real goal is to love yourself even when you're not at your goal. Your goal self. Because if your real goal is to be happy with yourself, you've got to know your love for you can't be dependent upon achievements, looks, success, other people's approval, a man wanting you. Because I always say, honey, it ain't how it looks, it's how it tastes. And I ain't had no complaints. Be happy with you. I'm so nervous right now. I worked on my new album for about a year. It's officially submitted to iTunes, and even though I've put out a lot of music before, nothing's ever quite felt like this.
It's scary, it's exciting, it's humbling. It's so many feelings at once. But it's teaching me an interesting lesson. When we reveal parts of ourselves that others haven't seen yet, and we're kind of sitting back like, what are they going to think? Public perception can't possibly change what it means to me. And that's like a really beautiful feeling to know that no matter how it's received by people, I know that I'm really proud of this. And that applies to not just my music, but just how we should live our lives. Not letting how things are seen or received change the meaning of it.
Do you ever get jealous and then you try to hide the fact that you're jealous and you just act like, no, I'm not mad, I'm not jealous. Go ahead, do your thing. Go hang around that. Then you do that ostrich neck. No, I'm cool. I'm fine. But you know what? I'm not trying to hide my jealousy. Because even though I know I'm a 10, I might not know if the man I want to be with knows that I'm a 10. He might be in a mood for a 5. I mean, I don't even know if I would call it jealousy. Because, like, I know I'm a 10, but I don't know if your eyes are in 20/20 vision. I mean, that's a damn shame when you a 10 and you jealous of a 5. A 5? It takes 2 of you to compare to me. Why am I jealous? Nah, I'm just being mean. We all a 10. We all a 10. In our own way. I just don't want you around my man. On second thought, I'll just get rid of him, send him a cat scan for Christmas, because I shouldn't be with a man that makes me wonder. Some days you just have a get up off of me kind of day. Don't come near me. Don't get too close. If I'm close enough to smell you, I'm close enough to cuss you out. Get up off of me. Your family could just walk in your room and say, hey, you want something to eat? And you're like, if I did, wouldn't I walk in there and go get it myself? And they're just like, damn, chill out. And I'm like, chill out? It's hard to chill out when you hot as hell like this. I'm fierce. Get up off of me. They'll be like, damn, I ain't never gonna ask you nothing again. And I'm like, perfect. Get up off of me. Your boss calls you and said, hey, can you fill in tonight? And you be like, fill in? I ain't nobody's replacement, honey. Then your ass gets fired, and then you go walking down the street celebrating like confetti's falling through the air because you are a diva. Get up off of me. Get up off of me. Good morning. You know, sometimes I gotta pull my eyes open, but I kind of like when they're barely open. The better to ignore the fuck out of you with. What was you saying? I can't hear you. My eyes ain't open yet. Well, Chris, how'd you know to put your mouth to the cup? Because I'm trained. Like a dog. I know my coffee. That's the shitty part about waking up later than everyone else. Chill out, people. You know, 4 p.m. for me is like 4 a.m. for you. Calm it down. Y'all act like a damn chihuahua that just got a hold of a damn Skittle. And I'm just like, Y'all call me grumpy. I think you just a little too thumpy. You know, like Thumper. You got that tail wagging and shit. Hyper as a motherfucker. Calm that shit down. I ain't away. Okay, one of my friends is now dating an ex of mine from years ago. You know, like the exes that you have that were like Christmas toys that you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, this is cute. I'll try it out for a week. And then you're like, Mommy, where's the receipt? That was that kind of boyfriend. So I'm not really tripping off of it because I don't still have feelings for him. And what's not good for me might be good for you. So why am I going to hold you back on love, sister? Get it, girl. There's nothing left for me to get. It's already been gotten. One man's trash is another piece of trash's treasure. Is that how the saying goes? I'm just saying, what's not good for me might be good for her. But now, if you go after one of my exes that I'm still in love with, girl, look me in my eyes, honey. Because girl, this is just like a hand-me-down boyfriend. I didn't want him, so you can have him. And some of my other friends think that's weird of me that I'm okay with that. But I see the connection between them. That shit is strong like Wi-Fi. And me and the guy only had a dial-up connection. I ain't got no time for these knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone games with these men. You know the game where you're figuring out, does he want me, does he not? I ain't got no time to figure out if you want me and if you don't. That's up to you to figure out, honey. Because, see, back in the day, I used to be a lot different before I knew my worth. I would kind of throw myself out there like,
hey, how are you? Like checking in all the time. I will be the first one to call, second one to call, third one to call. But the dog days is over. Shit matters of fact, if I do call you, you better answer on the first ring. I'm a first ring type of bitch. You better answer my phone calls on the first ring, and I better be the first bitch you give a ring to. But don't keep throwing yourself at these men. Let these men pursue you, honey. Because I miss the 50s. Even though I didn't live in the 50s and shit, I heard about how these men used to pick you up, open the car door. Hey, honey, you want to go to a drive-in movie? Oh, okay, you want to drive in me? Shit, I'm a princess. I'm a princess. You only got a certain window of time to make me your wife. After a while, I just delete your number when they text me. I'm like, who is this? And I'm like, oh, honey, I'm engaged now. Do I want your leftovers? Nah, I'm not. I'm full. I'm full. No, I'm full. All right, maybe just a little. Enough for a bunny. Or enough for a burpee. Pretty good. You know, I'm watching my calories today. Or they watching me. We watching each other. You know, calorie patrol. Nobody saw that, right? Now, honey, I will be the first to say that I do not agree with a lot of things Caitlyn Jenner believes in or whatever, girl. But at the same time, if she wants to pose nude with a flag with her medal that she earned and deserved, and a lot of people say, oh, well, she got that when she was bruised, she doesn't need to be posing with that. Honey, just because she transitioned don't mean that ain't still her medal. She had kids before she was Caitlyn, and they're still her kids, and y'all need to mind your own damn business. That ain't your medal anyway, honey. Quit worried about her medal and go get you a metal detector, honey, because that's the closest you gonna get to one if you hating. When you ever known a bitch that's hateful that gets ahead in life? Quit worrying about what Caitlyn Jenner is doing, honey, and go get you a kite. If you don't like it, kite it. Okay, get you a kite, girl. You don't like it, kite it. Oh! I mean, I don't agree with a lot of things she says, but I hope to God at 66 I'm as confident as she is. So you go, girl. While I'm in a speak my mind kind of mood, some of y'all carry your problems with people around like it's just like, oh, let me just put that in my purse. Like it's like putting a tube of lipstick just, you know, in your pocket. Oh, I'm pissed off at him. I'm not going to say nothing, but let me just put that in my purse. Get your problems out your purse. That's where lipstick goes. Quit carrying this shit around like it's cute. It ain't trendy. It ain't popping. It ain't cute. Some of y'all think if you don't speak about your problems with people that the problems will automatically go away. That ain't what problems do, honey. It ain't like a balloon that will just deflate over time. Quit carrying around these damn problems. Y'all carry it around like it's a damn designer handbag. Oh yeah, I got a problem with this bitch. Let me carry it around. I have a bullshit detector, a mile-wide long bullshit detector. If I sense that shit, I would snatch that out your hand and say, why don't you just say what you got to say to her? Or him? Or your mama? Or your husband? Or your boyfriend? Or your best friend? Not talking about it doesn't make it go away. Learn how to communicate. Some of y'all are just stubborn. You don't want to look at what you do wrong in a relationship. It's a lot easier to look at how annoying another person is or what they do wrong all the time. You're just miscongeniality, aren't you? We all do things wrong in relationships. It's not just one of us. Relationships take two people. Sometimes 3 or 4 if you into that. I ain't judging. That shit's cute. Hey, more fun. But anyways. Let's all learn to how to, own up to our own part in things. Let's learn how to sit down and have a cup of iced coffee and say, you know what? That thing that we've held on to for years, it ain't worth it. Now, I don't want to be your best friend, but honey, I'll admit I'm a little petty for holding on to that. Now, you was wrong, and I was wrong for holding on to it. But let's agree. Let's quit shaking our heads at each other every time we see each other, and let's shake hands. Y'all hold on to a grudge like it's fudge, like it's yummy and shit. Time to grow up, toddlers and tiaras. You always hear about it's the people who are there for you when you're down and out that matter in life. And that's true. But what about the people who are there for you when you're down, but when you're happy and things are going good? They have nothing to say. They have nothing to contribute to conversation. You'll be like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm making money. I'm successful. I'm happy. And they're just like, oh, well, good for you. But they were there for you when you were down and out because they could relate with you more. I actually find it easier to find company when I'm sad or miserable or I'm crying or I'm upset. I can find a friend because they can relate with it. But when you're successful and doing good and you can find other people that are not threatened by that or not intimidated by it and are genuinely like, bitch, you just made the most amazing album. I am proud of you. Girl, you're gonna kill it. Yes, girl. Oh, your video just went viral, Chris? Yes, honey. To find those type of friends who are not green with envy, who will congratulate you, now that's rare. Let me let you in on a little secret. Are you listening? Are you watching? I got something to tell you. Something you should have already gathered by now. I don't give a. I'm going to enjoy the food that I want to enjoy. If I feel like recording it, I'm going to record it. I'm going to talk the shit that I want to talk, and I'm going to be a crazy bitch. Too many people trying to be normal. Who gives a shit? Not me. Here's what annoys me about every sign, including my own. So if you want to get offended, go on. Capricorns. You can kind of be like a stick in the mud and look at the negative side of everything, and you're a know-it-all. You'll probably say you're not a know-it-all about being a know-it-all, because you know that you're not a know-it-all, so therefore you're a know-it-all. Aquarius. You will disagree about anything. Hell, you'll probably disagree with this about disagreeing with the fact that you disagree about everything. Pisces. You guys get offended by everything, but if someone gets offended by you, you're like, why? I didn't mean it. Aries. Y'all don't know how to settle down and just enjoy doing nothing. You always got to be on the go, 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 go. Energizer Bunny. Calm down. Tauruses tend to think that loud people, confident people are conceited, and they quietly judge them. Geminis, instead of telling other people why you're mad, tell the person you're mad at why you're mad. Cancers, before you get offended, see if the person actually meant to hurt your feelings. We get it, you're a good person, you'll do anything for anyone, but quit biting people's head off when your feelings are hurt. What annoys me about your sign, including my own. Part 2. Leos, how do I say this to you? When conversations don't have a thing to do with you, you tend to get bored. So you make it about you. And then when you're around a person who gets a lot of attention, like you don't know how to act. Not everything's about you. Virgo, learn how to be a listener and not just tell people what's wrong with them. Sometimes people need a shoulder to cry on and just a listener. They already know what their problems are. You don't have to point them out every 3 seconds. Libras, quit thinking that if you actually tell people what's bothering you that it will cause a bigger argument, and maybe work on your communication skills and quit being so damn passive aggressive, and maybe your friendships will grow. Scorpios, you all will root people on for keeping it real with other people, but the second someone's real with you, you leave the conversation. Quit that shit. Sagittarius, quit complaining about how you'll never find love, and the second that you do find love, you run away because the idea of settling down is boring to you and you're commitment phobic.
Just to let y'all know, never Trump.
Like, never ever. I have a series of laughs that help me get past the bullshit. First off, I got my fake laugh for when I want to throw shade at people and be real shady. You know, you gotta throw in a little glance at the end. Then I've got my over-the-top fake laugh. Then I've got my witch laugh. And then to get rid of a bitch, I turn into a witch. Who needs a broom, honey? That'll get rid of them. So, you know, different laughs help in life.